Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Making an Impact with Zebu Nation. I almost forgot what we were doing here, but yes, this is Making an Impact with Zebu Nation, and today we have for you Week 21 of the 2018 Major League Soccer season. Let's get right into it and see where we're at. After 26 games, we're in third place. That's pretty good. 13 wins, 5 draws, 8 losses. Total of 44 points and a plus 14 goal differential, which is tied for best in the Eastern Conference. Now, we have dropped a spot since the end of last episode, but that's okay because we have caught up to the top of the conference. You can see here we're only 1 point behind New England. We're only 3 points behind Atlanta United. So we have made a run, sort of an improbable run. I didn't think we would be able to do this, honestly. I thought we'd be down here fighting it out with Chicago and Philadelphia for the last 2 playoff spots. I really didn't think we'd be able to catch up this well. But it's been a terrific run that we've been on. I think it's mostly thanks to the new formation we've been using, the 4-2-4 DM asymmetric weirdo formation. Anyway, it's worked. You can't deny how well it's worked. We've scored lots of goals, as you can see with our goal differential. You can see we got our leading assist man, Mancosu, with 10 assists. He's dropped off the goal list. Could be because he's injured. I don't know if you saw the last episode, but he did get injured. So we're going to have some issues going forward. But for now, we're okay. And part of that problem of losing out on Mancosu showed up in our last week's game, which was a 0-0 draw versus Columbus. So no good. It was a frustrating game. It was just, Columbus, we just couldn't score on these guys. They sat back in their own defensive half and didn't do much. Honestly, they had a pretty bad game. Our player of the match was Diallo with a 7.3 rating and 2 key assists, but nobody could manage a goal. And without a top-flight striker like Mancosu to break down that defense single-handedly or to, hit some kind of, banging shot, we just couldn't score against Columbus. They even went down to 10 men after 81 minutes, and in the last, 10 minutes of the match, we couldn't score against them, even 10 men. So we got to figure out some scoring difficulty or some scoring options, and hopefully getting Yaya Toure back from injury is going to help us out. But you never know. Down in the Western Conference, things are going pretty much the same way. Sporting KC, Houston Dynamo up at the top with 45 and 44 points. And then right behind them, FC Dallas, Portland Timbers. And then Colorado and San Jose round out the playoff positions in the West. Seattle has dropped down. They've got only 34 points this season, 3 points back of San Jose. And I think if you look over here on the injury table, you might see why. Seattle's had 6 injuries. They got the most injuries in the league right now. You can see on their injured list there, Cooper. Mullins is on the disabled list. Mena. Alonso. Rodriguez. Clint Dempsey is still out. He's no longer on the disabled list, but he's still out for 3 to 7 weeks, so he might not come back this season at all. It would probably be minor miracle if he did come back and have any kind of impact with them. So Seattle's going to struggle in the Western Conference. Now for us, it was kind of a wild week. We mentioned the injury, and we got a few injuries, a few guys on the disabled list and whatnot. There's Mancosu, 6-game disabled list. Diop is still on the disabled list, even though he's mostly healthy. Toure is back from injury, just come back from his pulled hamstring, but he's not match fit at all. And we got one more guy on the disabled list, Evan Bush. He's still on the disabled list. He's got a high chance of injury susceptibility, but I don't know that we're going to bring him back this season because we signed another goalkeeper, because Crapeau is playing so well. We got a lot of stuff to think about and talk about roster-wise. So this is going to be like a roster episode. And one of the reasons we got to think about and talk about the roster because we had some interesting club news this last week. Go up here to news. So first of all, there's our draw versus 10-man Columbus. That's no good. But over here, a French club came in and made a bid for Diallo. Could be a $375,000 deal, which is not much, although Diallo is a 32-year-old, so it'd be okay to get some money for him. But the reason this deal was even taking place was because Diallo came to us with like 5 days left before the transfer window ended and said, hey, I got to get out of here. I'm feeling homesick. I need to go back to France. You know, I'm not supported here or whatever. I got to get out of here. So I tried to convince him. I tried to convince him to stay, but he just didn't want to stay. I didn't want to send him out on leave because that's something you can do. You can send him out and just say, go home for a couple of weeks or a month or whatever. Come back when you feel like it, and maybe you'll want to stay. I didn't want to do that because he could be gone for a month. And if he's going to be gone for a month at the end of the season, you might as well just get rid of him, because I wasn't so sure if we were going to play him next season anyway, or at least try to replace him next season at some point. So we tried to make the deal, but we couldn't get our ducks in a row before the transfer deadline ended, and the deal never went through, which is actually pretty good news because we tried to offer a contract, or tried to actually buy this guy. Gregoire Amiot. Gregoire Amiot. Sure, why not? 23-year-old center back, also from France. And unfortunately, we were, well, not unfortunately, but we were going to offer him our young designated player slot because he didn't want a ton of money. He only wanted like $300,000, so if we offered him the young designated player slot, that would have knocked that down to like $125,000, and the board was willing to pay that. $300,000, it would have been $1 million for Kyle Larin, and they weren't going to pay that. But $300,000, they were willing to pay that. But I forgot to use my allocation money to buy down some other contracts to fit this guy under the cap. So when it came time to sign the deal, they said, you don't have enough cap room, the deal is canceled. They didn't give me a chance to use my targeted allocation money. They didn't give me a chance to use my general allocation money, nothing. They just said, get out of here. And we were too close to the transfer deadline. We couldn't make the deal again. So we got to keep an eye on this guy for next season. We might go after him again. He's got pretty nice physicals, 6'2", 15 strength, fitness, also 15. Okay mental abilities. He's got 12 positioning, work rate, decisions, that's okay. Technicals are not great, but he's got it where it counts, heading, marking, tackling. He's 23 years old. Scouts rated him as I think a 4-star, 3.5-star with 4-star potential. So, this guy's interested in playing for us. We got to keep him on the list for next season, but we just couldn't pull the trigger on the deal this season, so he's out of luck. So what did we do? We need some sort of defensive help, and so we brought back Giguère, back from loan. And his loan deal was ending in a couple of weeks anyway, but I decided to end it early just to bring him back and, get him in there. He's a 2.5-star prospect. He's got 3.5-star, maybe even more potential. But basically, he's the best we got at the moment. So, we got quite a few defenders, but we can always use one more, and he's Canadian, so he's not going to hurt the roster or anything like that. So it's pretty good. Pretty good to get him back. And speaking of loanees, I'm thinking of bringing more players back from loan. I don't want to get lost in the weeds of the roster here. But we do have a couple of roster slots available. You see, we got 28 players registered currently. And that's because we got 3 guys on the disabled list. Now, we can't bring all 3 of them back, but Jop we're definitely not bringing back. Evan Bush we're probably not bringing back this season. And Mancosu we're definitely bringing back. So that leaves us 1 roster slot for sure we can bring back this season from loan. We got a couple of players whose loans are ending at weird times. Pace is one of them. His loan is ending October 31st. So that's a weird time because that's like in the middle of the playoffs. So I don't know what that's going to do to our roster. His loan can't be terminated anyway, so there's nothing we can do about Pace. All right, so that's fine. The other guy I was thinking about bringing back is Shamit Shom. He's a Generation Adidas player, so if we did bring him back, like, we could still cut him from the... Well, not cut him. We could still leave him unregistered. His loan also cannot be terminated. Okay. But his loan also ends November. I don't know. Whatever. It ends a little early. So who can we? Can we bring back Mike Wynn? He's a striker. We're a little low on strikers. We currently only have 2 strikers on the roster. 3 if you count Vargas. And only 4 total if you count Mancosu. So we've been low at striker all season. So we could bring this guy back. What's his roster looking like? Loan cannot be terminated. How did we sign all these loan cannot be terminated deals? When did this happen? Recall from loan. Are you sure you want to terminate? Oh, they can't terminate the loan. Okay. We can terminate the loan all day long. So I think we will do that. Bring back Win. And then I think we will also bring back Shamit Shom just because we need another advanced playmaker. You know, because we have Toure now and we're going to be playing with that advanced playmaker role for at least a couple of weeks here. I just think we need another guy there, another bit of depth because we're going to have to sub Toure in and out. Because I don't know that he can go 90 minutes every game. So I think we're going to bring him off of loan for that reason and because he is a Generation Adidas player, so we can unregister him without losing him. So we're going to do this. Recall from loan. It's basically the only way left we got to strengthen our roster other than possibly trading Bush. So I might do that as well. Where did he go? Where did Bush go? There's Evan Bush. How long has he got on his contract? He's got his contract till next season. So we're going to offer him to MLS clubs. We can't offer him to anybody else, but we'll offer him to MLS clubs. Let's go for $750,000. Let's see if anybody will offer us for $750,000. All right, so that brings us to the schedule today. As you can see, we had that big run. There's our draw. We had that ridiculous comeback victory versus NYCFC in the last episode. I don't know if you saw that or not. Hopefully you did. That was a ridiculous... We went down 2-0 real early and came back with 3 goals to win it. It's pretty good, pretty fun. Anyway, Columbus Crew. There's our 0-0 draw. So we got Chicago up next. And what's Chicago up to these days? They're one of the teams we're fighting for playoff position with. Take a look at let's take a look at their senior squad here. There we go. Looks like they like to play the 4-1-2-3. Their roster's kind of okay, I guess. At least these guys. It's a 3-star guys, 2.5-star guys. They still got Nikolic. Michael DeLue, that guy is dangerous at the striker position. He scored lots of goals. McCarty is pretty dangerous as well. Schweinsteiger is still there, so that's good for them. They lost David Akam in the offseason, in real life, and in this game, apparently. So, do they have any important injuries? Doesn't look like it. Well, maybe this guy. Movzian? He's their designated player. Who's this guy? 31-year-old Armenian. Pretty decent stats. Determination for sure. Good physicals, I guess. Finishing, first touch. Yeah, he's all right. They're going to miss him. So, looks like, we caught them with a little bit of an injury problem, but we'll see how it goes. All right, let's get to the game. Let's get to today's game. We're going to go with a little bit of a different formation. We're going to go to the 4-2-3-1, but we're going to make it asymmetric. We're going to use the Segundo Volante and try to replicate what we do with the 4-2-4 a little bit. Okay, so we got... Nobody wants Bush, and we got our 2 lone players back. Okay. So team registration. Okay, that's fine. Why did they unregister Crapeau? I don't know. Please don't unregister our top goal scorer or our top goalkeeper. Okay, please don't unregister Shom. Anybody else they unregistered? Why would they do that? I don't know. But anyway, let's confirm those selections. Submit complete squad. Okay, nobody's been left out, so let's go. Nobody's willing to trade for Bush. Okay, that's fine. Let's go. Get to Chicago. Let's beat Chicago. Keep them down. We got 3 important games coming up here. 5th, 7th, and I think Philadelphia is 6th, maybe? Anyway, 3 teams fighting it out for playoff position. Orlando fighting to get into the playoffs. So we got to keep these Wolves at bay. See what we can... see what kind of effort we can muster. Preview. Diallo set for move. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, we've got him signed until next season, but we'll probably sell him off in the offseason. Let's get to our processing here. Toure passed his fitness test. Recommended for 45 minutes. Okay, so we probably shouldn't play him at all, if I'm honest. Probably should not play him at all. So we are going to bring Shamit Shom up there. He's going to play for Toure. I'd like to get him some playing time, some reps, but you know what? Can't risk the injury to the old man again. And then I'd like to get Jaguar. Jaguar's a little tired, so we're not going to play him at all. Louis. Yeah, we'll move Louis up there for Hassler, and let's go. All right. Match preview, team selection. If I had known beforehand that I wasn't going to use Toure, because I thought he was healthier than that. I thought he was more fit. Then we would have put Vargas at striker and gone with the 4-2-4 again. But we need to get used to playing this formation a little bit. So we'll keep it going as is. Squad number will have to be given out, of course. Shamit Shom. I guess we'll give him the number 10. Why not? He's a Generation Adidas player. I'm sure he expects to be a number 10. So we'll give it to him. And here they are. It's pretty much the lineup we thought they were going to have. They've got Nikolic on the left. He is what? Why is that not popping up? There's supposed to be a pop-up here that says how many goals and such. Guess not. Why doesn't it show his stats? Come on. There was just an FM18 update. Is this a change that they made? A change for the worse? Dax McCarty looks 1,000 years old in that picture. Is that really what he looks like? Man, he looks old. Anyway, why weren't they showing stats? That makes me upset. I liked seeing those stats. Come on, people, you're messing me up. Anyway, our lineup is pretty much the same as it has been for a while. Crapeau in goal, Gilio, Salmon at the fullbacks, Cabrera and Diallo at the central defense. Andre, defensive midfielder, Segundo Volante, Teder in the midfield. He's going to be playing the roaming playmaker instead of box-to-box because we don't want him jumping up here and getting into all this mess. Just want him kind of roaming around. Vargas on the left, Romero on the right. You saw we're going to have Shamit Shom in the middle, and then Jackson Hamel up top. Basically, let's go. Opposition instrucciones. Let's close down. Definitely on these guys. I think we'll tightly mark all of these guys and close down on all of these guys, just because those really seem like their biggest threats. I think this guy might be coming forward a little bit, so we'll close down on him just in case. They got a lot of red cards on their team right now. Polster, Ridgewell, and Kappelhoff all have red cards coming into this game, so they could get suspended for a couple of matches if they get out of hand. Hand over to the assistant. What are tactics? What are we using here? All right, we are on the attack. I want to make sure we weren't on that dang old counter attack again. All right, both teams coming to this one in good form. How do you rate your chances? It's going to be a good match between two capable sides. Get out of here. There we go. Look at all the fans. Is Chicago a rival? Quite an away section there. Have to check our rivalry. I thought we just had Canadian rivals. I didn't think we were rivals with Chicago, but there we go. Oh, Salmon, nice steal. Gets it to Shome, showing off his mohawk. Trying to fit in over there in Iceland, so he got himself a mohawk. I don't know if mohawks are popular in Iceland. Probably not, but makes you seem tougher. Anyway, here's Crepeau. Send one downfield. Jackson wins the header. Can't get it to anybody, though. Jalou gets it forward to Nikolic. He's really their best option. Oof. That was a nice shot. He just couldn't get it on target. You got to watch that. Close down on him a little better. Ratings right now are all just sort of average. 6.7, 6.8. That's how it usually is at the beginning of the game, unless somebody really fouls it up. Giglio's looking nervous, per usual. Not made a good job of possession today. We'll hang on to that in a minute. Schweinsteiger, Vincent gets it forward. Bad pass. Giallo intercepts to Shome. Salmon tries to get it forward to Johnson, but it's intercepted. Solignac. He gets it back. He takes a shot. Oh, boy. That was a nice shot and a bad save attempt. Crepeau's not happy. Boots the ball downfield. So what did we do here? How did we mess up? Diallo gets out of position. Diallo. Out of position again. He loves to get out of position. I don't know what it is. I mean, he's a veteran. He should know better. Maybe we could play with more discipline back there, but Shome getting dispossessed, but Cabrera gets it. Andre Teder back to Shome. Shome out wide. Romero. The good thing about bringing Shome in is he's match fit. Gets it up to Jackson. Jackson looking. Teder. Shome. Out wide to Vargas. Vargas spots a man on the back post. Romero. Boy, I thought he was going to get that to Jackson. Jackson looked to be a little bit in better position. But anyway, we get a corner out of it, and Shome is taking the corner. He's taking charge of this team. He just got here. Teder with the header, back post, but Antonella easily grabs that one. He saw that one coming a mile away. 21 minutes and counting. Another highlight. Here's Salmon. Throw in Teder. Salmon across the field. Centers to Andre. To Shome. Jackson. Shome. Nice. Forward to Vargas. Oh, come on, Vargas. You got to take your time. Got to take your time there. We're going to tell him to concentrate. How about, and how many times we got to click this button? Teder will take the penalty. Wait, there's a penalty? Okay. I didn't see that penalty, but we'll take it. Teder, come on. Yes, even it up. Good man, good man. I didn't see that penalty coming at all. It looked like a pretty innocuous cross, so I don't know. We'll thank the refs for that one. And here's Teder. Just sort of knocks it in. The goalkeeper goes the complete opposite direction. I think it was my concentrate that told him to do it. Uh-oh, here's a free kick from Schweinsteiger. Crepeau gets a hand on it and gets the stop. I really hate when goalkeepers do that. They just sort of fall to the ground when they don't need to. Teder sends one in. Andre can't win the header. Gilou's going to start the counterattack. Gets it to Ramos down the far side. Going up against the youngster. He centers it, but there's Giglio. Nice. He gets the break started to Jackson. Centers to Shom. Can Shom make a play? He does. Tadeo forward to Romero. Ay, come on. I've already told you to concentrate. What more are you going to do? Let's go. Nikolic. Centers to McCarty. McCarty looking forward. Cabrera is there, but Schweinsteiger has it. Going to get it outside to Nikolic. Come on, let's get this stop. We got to watch that guy. Solignac. Got to do something about him. I think we've already closed down on him, so there's not much we can do. He's going up against our 17-year-old, so maybe that's something we could think about. Bring in one of our other defenders. Tadeo gets it forward to Jackson. Jackson, oof, can't quite score. That's a goal that if that was Mancosu, he might have finished it. We could be looking at a lot of draws again until Mancosu gets back. Here's Tadeo. We have to rely on our set pieces. Sends it in. Nice. Who gets that goal? Andre taps it in. Cabrera heads it down to him. And Andre gets the tap in. So we're going to rely on our set pieces, it looks like. We got a penalty off one set piece. We got a goal off the other. Yep, Cabrera just heads it down to him and he taps it home. Nice job. Good play. That's 2 goals from our midfielders. They're definitely dragging the rest of the team behind them right now. They got 7.4 and 7.3 ratings. Everybody else is in the 6s. Here's Shom, gets it, centers it to Andre. Andre out wide to Vargas. Vargas looking for some kind of support. Has to drop it all the way back to Salmon on the near side. Gets it up to Tadeo. Looks like Chicago's playing a little bit tighter defense. Shom drops it to Tadeo. Back to Shom. Jackson, Tadeo. Shom. We're playing it around right now. Romero gets it out wide to Salmon. Salmon sends it in. Back post. Vargas is there. That was a crazy pass. I don't think their defense quite knew what to do. I think they were going to wait for the goalkeeper to pick it up, but he never went out for it. And Vargas just was the only guy left on the field, and he made the play. It was like he's out there on the far side. He's marked pretty tightly. And Salmon just sends it there, and I don't know, bad defending, I guess. Anyway, Vargas, great play. What do you know? We're up 3-1 all of a sudden. 46 minutes left. 1 minute left of stoppage time in the first half. So it's been, some missed chances here and there. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy. Giglio with a throw in. There's Shom. Shamit Shom to Andre to Vargas. Is he going to score another one? No. Get a corner out of it, though. See if we can score on a corner. That's the next play we got coming up. Sends it to Tadeo. Heads it back. Romero's going to try to chase it down. But Solignac is there. He's going to try to do a one-man wrecking crew on our defense. Nope, gets it out wide to Ramos. Ramos centers it. Giroux. All right, there's halftime. 3-1, looking good, looking fine. Analysis, what do you got for me? Cross the ball, not sure about that. Possession, possibly. Let's go to the dressing room here. Tell the boys their efforts were whatever. Very pleased. Let's go. I don't think we need to make any substitutions or changes or anything like that. So we'll give it a few minutes, and then we'll probably go to control and slow the clock and all that stuff. Giroux heads it to Nikolic, and there ends the first highlight. Okay, they get a free kick out of it. Near our goal, McCarty drops it back. Solignac sends it in. Oof, off the post. And nope, goalie didn't get a hand on it, so that's just a corner. Here's another highlight. Crepeau Sends it downfield. Jackson wins the header, but Schweinsteiger recovers it. Nikolic at midfield looking to make a play. Nope, just has to drop it back. Our defense is looking pretty solid right now. We're harassing them all over the place, keeping them in their half. Solignac seems to be the only one who can break our defense down. Giroud is trying to make a play of his own. Gets it out wide. Solignac loses it to Giglio, but he gets it back, centers it. Diallo is there. Shom tries to play it back, but nobody was expecting that, apparently. Here we go. Chicago's going to reset their attack. Nikolic centers to Dax McCarty. He's wide open. He's going to take a long shot off the post. What? Offside? I guess. Offside? I didn't see what happened, but I'll take it. No penalty, so there we go. Okay, now might be the time to go to control. Retain possession. Work the ball in the box. Go slower. Let's just waste time. Just waste time. How are we looking rating-wise? Giglio 6.6. Romero 6.5. Everybody else is doing okay. 60 minutes, and now the clock is rolling. Oh, here we go. Here's a highlight. Salmon. Andre Teder. We're going to try to work the ball downfield. A little bit of matriculation. Jackson out wide to Romero. Romero tries to get it to Vargas. No good. Vargas is going to chase it down, though, using that speed, that work rate. Bad pass, though. Intercepted by Nikolic. And Chicago's going to start the counterattack. Nope. Diallo's going to stunt that. Shom in the middle. I do like Shom. He's come in and he's impressed me with this first match. He's got a lot of game experience already this season playing out on loan. So he seems to have come into the game fit and raring to go. He's a little tired right now, 69%, but that's okay. 67 minutes down. Nikolic. Taranzo is in the game now. He gets it forward to Deleu, and Crapeau gets the save. See, Vargas now is up to a 7.1 rating. Solignac with the throw in. Gets it to Ramos. Stolen by Giglio. Good play, my man. He loops it downfield. Jackson wins it at midfield. He's got 4 men. There's tackle by Kapelhoff. It was a little rough, but hey. I mean, speed is not Jackson's number one asset. I mean, he's a target man. He gets downfield and receives the ball. He doesn't, take off with it and run. That's like a Vargas kind of job. Here's Solignac out there again. He gets the cross. Giroud. That guy is tricky, man. Every time we play against that guy, it seems like he scores a goal. Here we go. Teder. 72 minutes down. Andre has it in the middle of the field. Looking for some support. To Teder. Gets it forward. Vargas. Vargas takes a shot. Man, Vargas is going to be so good when he gets a little bit more strength, a little bit more experience. He's only 20 years old right now, and he's already pretty good. It might be tough keeping this kid. We'll see. I've been considering saving our designated player slot for him. I mean, we just gave him a new contract. So we've got him for 2 years, but he might be good enough that we could give him that designated player slot and feel pretty good about it. All right, here we go. Teder, free kick, sends it in. It's sent back, and there's another penalty. Teder will take the penalty again. I mean, he made his first one. We'll let him take the second. See if he can get another goal. Why not? He's our best player on the field. Nope. He sends it straight in, but he's going to get the rebound. No, he's not. Ramos sends it back. We've missed 2 penalty kicks this season. I'm not happy about it. Neither one was particularly important, but I just don't like missing penalty kicks. What is his penalty kick taking anyway? 12. I mean, that's okay. His finishing is only 8. So we might have had Jackson Hamel take it. Yeah, probably should have. His finishing is 13. Her finishing is 12. Penalty taking 13. Composure 10. Vargas? Yeah. I think next time Jackson will have to take it. Here's Schweinsteiger to Vincent. Centers to Solniak. Andre, nice steal. Oh, interesting tackle by Salmon. Our young fullbacks are very aggressive, and there's time. So there we go, another comeback win. Another 3-1 victory. Another win under the belt for our goalkeeper, Crapeau. He just keeps on winning. And, got no reason to doubt this kid. So it's a good performance. No, very pleased. Let's go. All right, so I'm very happy with that. The post-match, who cares about that? Let's see where we got. What do we got for the schedule going forward? Orlando, Philadelphia, and then we got some weird and interesting friendlies. Deportivo, Ottawa, Ajax, Besiktas. So we'll definitely come back for the Philadelphia game. That's going to be a very important game. They're playing well. We're playing well. We're both fighting for playoff spots, so no problem there. And then maybe I'll do like the unprecedented quadruple live comm and show all these friendlies. That would be weird. Maybe we'll just show we could come back for, say, I don't know, DC United or New York. If either one of those are in top playoff positions, probably New York. And then do the friendlies. And then we got to finish off the regular season with tough stretch. Philadelphia, Toronto, and Portland. Though the Portland... No, it's Seattle I was thinking of. Seattle's injured. How's Portland doing? They're still pretty good, right? Yeah, they're still 7th in the Supporters' Shield. We've rocketed up to 2nd place with 47 points. But we've played 27 games, so we got a couple of games on everybody else. But still, we are right up there for playoffs in our very first season. That's exactly what I wanted. So, I guess we'll end it there. Until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.